we can't shape what's in us, bro.
Not at all.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that sometimes we will create our own identity to try to stifle and suppress who we really are to keep us from being responsible men. Come
That's
on
good,
now,
brother. For the fathers that ain't doing what they supposed to be doing, man, get right.
Yeah,
Get it
it's
right.
not too late, man.
I have friends and family members, man, that anytime I get a chance, man, I talk to them, especially if the dynamics around the mother of their child and their child is off. I'm always like, hey man, you need to connect with them. You need to do this. Like, find a way to get a connection. You never know. And man, from talking to people that didn't have their father in their life, it's sad. It's heartbreaking. Those folks are missing something, man. And then 9 times out of 10, the father's sitting there broken and not even expressing that he's broken by not having his kids there.
We can sometimes make the assumption of this better outcome if they were there.
Come on.
What if the best outcome for you was them not there?
Am I my brother's keeper? Yeah. Am I my brother's keeper? Yeah.
What's good, family, man? This is the Win with Words podcast, man. We are excited. This is episode 4, and I have my brother, my friend, right beside me, man. What's up, Reggie? What's going on?
Man, you already know, man. We back ready to get into this episode, man.
Yeah, as you know, if you looked at episode 3, you saw how it ended, and I think it was really a good segue into what we're gonna be talking about today, man.
It kind of was, man. I think we touched on a lot of things.
We did.
We got an opportunity now to kind of clarify some things, and it's always good to be able to provide additional context.
I agree with that.
On top of such an important topic.
I agree with that. So listen, man, you guys have been doing a good job. But if you're watching this, just, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that bell notification icon, man, so that you'll be notified anytime we drop a podcast, man. We are excited to continue to be able to serve you guys. And listen, the last episode was the check-in.
Oh, yeah.
It was the check-in, right? And if
yeah.
you saw the thumbnail, it said check-in part 1. So this is part 2. So I want to kind of start out by asking you, first of all, man, how you doing, bro? You good?
Man, you already know, man.
Talk to me, man.
Doing good, man. Doing good. Doing better than I probably should be doing right now, honestly, man. I'm definitely in a good space, mentally, emotionally. Got some life changes coming up in a positive manner soon.
Okay.
So I mean, family's good. Like I said on the last episode, like my family's good, I'm good. That's kind of how I use my barometer and kind of judge how I'm doing, and then I kind of go from there.
I can definitely agree with that.
But I'm gonna throw it back to you.
Yeah, I kind of been
you good. How you doing?
I'm good. I am good. I think that, we're getting ready to transition and we're going into a new year.
Mm-hmm.
And just the kind of person that I am, I'm going to reflect, I'm going to look back, I'm going to look and see, did I accomplish those things that I set out to do?
Mm-hmm.
Did I, kind of reach some of those markers, some of those goals? And I kind of been in that place, man. And I'll be honest with you, there has been great progression. A lot of great things has happened for me this year. But I'm still in rebuilding stage, man. I'm still rebuilding. There's a lot of things that I'm looking to do, and I just really been reflecting on that. And I want next year to be even better, though, man.
Yeah, I think that's the goal for all of us, man. I think when we, especially what you talked about with reflecting on the previous year, I mean, the previous year was a whirlwind. It ended so fast for us. I mean, we moved.
Ball just dropped. Ball dropped last week.
I know, right?
Ball dropped last week.
I
Boy,
mean,
it's getting ready to drop again.
I mean, you was up there to help us move back home.
Yeah.
Move a store, move this. Like, it was just a lot of movement.
Let me insert this
on.
one in.
Go
I'm
ahead,
sorry.
brother. Oh my God, I know where you're going. That's so funny.
I have moved countless amounts of times myself.
Uh-huh.
I've moved in my younger years when I was with my mother. I've helped so many other people move. I've done a lot of moving.
Oh yeah, I know.
And I never like getting called for the move now. Let me be clear.
I
However,
appreciate you.
that Atlanta move
Oh man.
was the
Woo.
roughest move I have ever experienced in my life.
Man, we're gonna do a little sidebar on this one, man. Listen, I don't know why we had all the heaviest stuff on the 3rd floor.
Bro,
All the heaviest items was on the top floor. God got us through that move. I'm just gonna be
Bruh,
honest with you.
nobody but God.
God got
bro.
us through that move. God got us through that drive back with that 26-foot U-Haul.
Bro, I first of all, y'all, let me just say this because this is
ahead,
my
brother.
brother.
Go ahead, bro.
I'd do anything for him. So, regardless of the situation, like this is my brother. We get up there, nothing packed up. Said, bro, I thought this was gonna be in and out. Let's just say it was rough. What it was, 3 days?
3 days.
Bro,
We was there for about 3
I'm
days.
not even gonna get all the details. All I know is I had the same outfit on the whole time I was there. It was rough, man.
Listen, that was a move.
When it was over, I got in your car
It drove back to
and
Florida.
drove back to Florida
Yeah,
in what a few hours. But I was gone,
gone.
Bro.
I didn't even see you. I was in that
Bro,
26-footer.
I was out of there, bro. But man, I'm thankful for the time I got a chance to spend with my my goddaughter, and it was a memorable moment, man. So
Oh yeah, we got a story to tell for ages. I feel like that's gonna be a funny story that we're gonna look back on 20 years from now and be laughing about it.
nobody but the grace of God.
No, nobody but the grace of God. And that's the thing about community and brotherhood and all those things, because if you had not come and my nephew Richard hadn't come,
Yeah,
there's no way we do that move. There's no way that move happens.
No way.
There's a 0% chance I
that
get that done.
fireplace will still be there.
Oh, that fireplace would have been left there. The new tenants would have got that. Yeah, 100%. So I mean, I appreciate y'all because that was a major help. Moving is stressful enough,
Yes,
especially when you're talking about moving from state to state in a tight window. At the
Very
end of the
tight
year,
window.
around Christmas time, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, we moved. I can't even remember right now, but I believe it was December 23rd of last year. When we
it was
came back
definitely around that
when
time.
we
I
came back
can't-
to Florida.
I can't remember
So
exactly.
moving around Christmas time,
Yeah.
being displaced around the holiday season. I mean, that's
It was definitely around Christmas because I had to buy gifts.
Oh,
yeah, for goddaughter. Yeah,
so that's a lot. But man, brotherhood, checking in, making sure you good, like that stuff is so important to be able to reach out to my brothers, and be able to help. And guess what? Just like he helped me, he can call me anytime I'm pulling up.
for real. And that's true what you're saying as far as the brotherhood go. Because like, unless he's getting ready to do something that can put us in a very bad criminal situation, I'm there for him. I'm gonna support my brother, man. But yeah, that's kind of where I've been at, going back and what I was saying, just the reflection and I'll jump right into it because I said something to you the other day. I was like, bro, it was something along the lines of, I'm like, I don't like where I'm at financially.
Yeah.
I don't like
Interesting.
it was almost like thankful for my job, my career. I can retire in 5 years. Thankful for that opportunity, but I truly believe but my bank account don't reflect my abilities, my gifts, and the things that God is putting in me.
Oh,
So that's my challenge, man, for this upcoming year is to really stretch myself in that area, to really tap into that space that I know God has given me the talents, the gifts, the resources to create wealth. So that's where I'm at with.
Definitely. And that's a good thing you said. I mean, when you called me on the phone and we were talking, it was kind of interesting to hear you say that because I've never heard you phrase it that way.
Mm-hmm.
But when you said it, I was like, yeah, he's right. Like there's all these different things that he's gifted with. He's got talent and ability and he can do these things that God has gifted him with to be able to make resources, be able to generate resources and generate revenue and generate these things. And I think for us, I mean, that's when it starts, right? The reality of when that spark lights and you're like, wait, I should be here.
Mm-hmm.
And when you start to realize that and you start to focus your energy and your attention on, all right, this is where I need to get. I believe this wholeheartedly, that target, that goal, that incentive if you're focused on that, you're eventually gonna get there.
I agree with
I
that.
mean, I agree 100% with that. I've been in sales a very long time, and I don't think I've ever had a sales job where I haven't had some sort of target or some sort of incentive or some sort of quota.
That's kind of hand
or
in hand.
some
in
sort
sales,
of thing.
ain't
You
it?
know what I mean? Yeah. But like, and you think about that, and I attribute a lot of that to life. But like, the reality is, we're striving towards something every day.
Yes.
Like, we should be striving towards something every single day. Whether that's the goal to spend time with your family, to connect with family members, to reach out to people that's in need, to reach out to people that's going through some things. We should be striving to get to a better place.
Absolutely.
And I think that's always my biggest focus. Like, every day, I wake up, okay, what am I grateful for? All right, these are the things I'm grateful for. All right, what is my target today? What am I trying to accomplish today?
Mm-hmm.
Usually it's centered around some simple things: spending time with my family, making sure that I take care of my customers that come through the door,
Mm-hmm.
making sure that I'm reaching out to people I need to reach out to, reaching out to vendors. Like, there's always something that I have to do every single day. And my easiest way to keep track of it is just, I'm writing it down.
Yeah, I definitely seen benefits to actually, for me, having this creative brain that I have, I definitely work better when I write stuff down.
Oh, yeah.
Or if you type it in your phone or whatever, however you want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
When you kind of put those, I wouldn't even consider them goals, but just, something that you're striving for in that day. I think that there's a sense of, and I don't even want to give it, it's a term for it actually, but there is fulfillment in doing what you said you was going to do.
Oh, yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
100%. Oh, yeah.
That's something that happens inside of us when we stay true to who we are.
You keeping
and
a
what
promise
we
to you.
said.
You keeping
know
a
what I
promise
mean?
to yourself. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. You keeping that
Got you.
promise to yourself, despite,
Even in the smallest things, bro.
oh yeah, despite whatever obstacles come your way, you keeping that promise to yourself. Like, if you say, all right, I'm gonna work out first thing in the morning. All right, boom, you start your day off right. Check the box, work out. I'm gonna make my bed. Check the box, your bed made.
Yep.
I'm gonna make my lunch. Check like, those are things that simple for me. Sometimes I keep it that simple. All right, these are the things I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Man, if I start my day off and I'm 3 for 3, oh man, listen, I
Yeah.
got 4 or 5 things on my list or whatever.
man.
I got 7
right.
or 8.
You
Man,
right.
listen, that's a good way to start off.
Because if you married, you're gonna have another list too.
Man, listen.
That's a whole nother.
Man, listen.
Hey, I know about it. Hey, listen, ain't
Listen,
nothing
man,
wrong
you
with
already
it.
know.
Ain't
Don't even bring the list up.
Ain't nothing wrong with the hubby to-do list.
I got some things I got to straighten up on my list
You got
before the end
something
of the
on
year.
the list right
I got a list on the refrigerator right now, man. We talking about men's mental health, man. My mental health is gonna get so much better when I get that list cleaned up.
I ain't gonna hold you now.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I know about it.
You already know.
So something that kind of hit me, since we're kind of talking in that area, I think let me ask you this question.
Okay.
Because there's people that there's a lack of work ethic, and a lot of men, especially more so in this upcoming generation that I've seen.
Okay.
Not saying all. I'm not speaking that blanket statement.
Definitely. We don't
Definitely not speaking that.
We don't want to paint all them with a broad stroke.
What I was thinking about is that, what do you think that comes from though? Because everybody, I heard all you said, and it's beautiful. Everything you said is accurate. It's good. But what about people that don't think like that way? Why is that, you think?
Which way are we referring to right now?
Just not being goal oriented, not having, like myself, reflecting on how they did this year, like not having that kind of mindset to be able to, better themselves, to better their families. Like, how do we get in that place?
I think we have to remove the distractions and work within our purpose. I think when you're moving in your purpose or striving towards whatever that purpose is, or you're fulfilling something that you feel you're called to do, you move completely different. You move with a level of confidence. You move with a level of assurance. You move with a level of, hey, man, I take this serious. You show up a certain way, you dress a certain way, you walk a certain way, you talking, you present it a certain way. I think we've got to find a way, and the people that aren't moving in purpose, they got to find a way to remove the distractions so that they can fulfill their purpose, whatever it is. There's so many distractions. If I'm thinking back to when I was 16, what was out to distract me back then compared to a 16-year-old now, man, it's about 1,000 different things that distract a 16-year-old now. They ain't even got to leave the house to get distracted.
Yeah, you ain't lying about that.
We had to leave the crib. We had to go to the movies. We had to go to a basketball game. We had to go to a football game. We had to, like, those were things we had to actively go do in order for the distractions to set in. Where now, man, you just pick up your cell phone and
So distractions.
What
about identity though? Because I think my heart behind that question is seeing that there are some men, and hear me, there's no judgment. We cast no stones at nobody.
None at all.
I promise you. But our goal is to try to help people and provide some insight as well.
Oh, definitely. 100%.
And there are some men, men who even have children, you understand, that don't desire to work, don't desire to take care of their family and things of that nature. So I guess to the core of what I'm saying is like, is that tied to identity? You think? Like,
no, I don't think.
How do we get there?
I don't think it's tied to identity, man. I think a lot of the stuff that you see present itself in an adult male is due to upbringing. I really feel like there's a strong emphasis on how did that household look growing up? What did that parent do? Did that parent say to themselves, I worked so hard, I got my education, I don't want my kids to want for nothing, and they just take care of everything for the kid?
Okay.
Or did they see like, all right, yes, I got here, but it took me this to get here. I got to show them the same thing. I had an interesting conversation with a customer today, man. Life is beautiful.
Yeah.
We were talking about his son. His son works 7 days a week. He's 22. He's been doing that since he was 18. The profession he's in, he's on track to be making 6 figures by next year. So what I thought when me and him was talking about it is I was like, yo, how hard is that for that young man to push aside all those distractions? 7 days a week, 12-hour days, by the way. I asked him about the profession. Like, he's like, it's 12-hour days. It's hard work. But the reality is we've got to sacrifice something if we're trying to get to where we're trying to go, right? Like, we got to sacrifice something. Like, there's always going to be some form of sacrifice. Yeah. Prime example.
He's working and sacrificing on the front end. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. When I say front end, I'm speaking more in terms of his age. Like, he's in the perfect age range.
It's the time to do it.
To be building.
It's the time to do it.
To be making those sacrifices. You know,
I agree, 100%.
So,
it ain't
salute
time to do
him, man.
Salute to him. Yeah, definitely salute
to him.
Great
Whoever
father,
he is,
by the way.
Salute to him.
Excellent father, by the way. And when we were talking about it, it hit me. I was like, upbringing. His father's the one that put that in him. And it's not just fathers that can put that in them because, man, listen.
Yeah.
We know it's a whole lot of great men that come from single mother households.
Yeah.
I mean, let's keep it a buck. My father came from a single mother household.
Yep.
So there's a whole lot of men that come from there.
Absolutely.
You just have to have the proper upbringing, the proper steps in place, and have the right intention on what it is we're trying to do as parents. What is it that we're trying to teach? What is it that we're trying to impart? What is it that we're trying to make sure that our kids understand? That's what I think about whenever I'm talking to my kids. Like, all right, what am I trying to make resonate when I'm talking to them? I don't want to just be yelling at you for no reason. That's never my purpose. There's always a reason behind why I'm saying what I'm saying. And I'm very direct with them when I talk to them. So the important thing with that is that we've got to understand that in order for our society to get better, parenting just has to get better as a whole.
Absolutely. I agree with it.
Community parenting has to get better as a whole.
Takes a village.
Take a village. All
day.
A village. Man, anybody in my immediate circle,
insight.
you can discipline my children. Anybody in my immediate circle, I ain't finna hold you. Aunts, uncles, if you see my kids cutting up, man, hey, check it. If they're out in public and you see them and they ain't with me and they're cutting up, check it.
Yeah. That's what it takes, though.
It takes a village.
It really do take a village, bro.
100%. I got a funny story about that village thing if you don't mind me going into it.
Go ahead.
So I was a bad kid. We went over this on the last podcast.
Oh, boy.
So I get suspended from school.
Oh, boy. I already know where you're going.
I go over my grandma's house. I get over there. My mom whooped me. My uncle pull up. Now, my grandma's house, anybody that know, the house on 12th Ave used to be a hotbed. Everybody in town would visit. The house probably had about 50 people come over there. My uncle come over. He find out. He's like, what you doing home? It's school day. Oh, you got suspended? Oh, go out there and get a switch.
Which uncle was this?
The one I'm named after. Go out there and get a switch.
Oh, okay.
Get a whooping from that uncle. He leave. An aunt come up. What you doing here? I get another whooping.
Wow.
Now at this point, my grandma feeling sorry for me. She
This
like,
is different.
"Oh,
This a different time frame too, y'all. Because I just saw a video on social media where the lady done got arrested and all that. But
listen,
this is when
Hey, man,
discipline was actually praised.
hey, we 80s baby, so we ain't even finna
Yep.
disagree. So get a whooping from that person. Next thing you know, somebody else pull up. I don't even remember who at this point. I get another whooping. I got about 3 whoopings that day. By the time my mama picked me up, I was so ready to go home. Man, I said,
ain't
man,
never
I
had that
can't do
one
this no
happen.
more. Don't bring me over here no more. But I say all that to say this.
Mm-hmm.
There was a level of accountability that was put in me that day. Like, hey, if you do this and you go over there, oh, this is what you can
You
expect.
ain't getting out of this, bro.
No,
You
listen.
ain't getting out of it. That's what I see. You ain't getting out of it. No
Pain-
matter what you do.
Pain to me, I can't speak for everybody else. Pain is a very good reminder. I still remember that story to this day, and that had to be over 25 years ago.
I feel your
And I
pain
still
while you
remember.
telling me.
Oh yeah, I still remember that story. So yeah, we community parenting, community policing, community whatever we want to call it. It takes each other to make it a better place. So when we talk about the young people that don't want to work, man, I always find a young person, I start encouraging them. I figure out what it is they want to do. Okay, all right, you may not want to. All right, what is it that you're interested in? Okay, what are you doing to get to that? What are you doing to get to there? Okay, maybe you should consider this. And the reality is, man, a lot of them just don't have the direction.
Mm-hmm.
So once you start like giving them the idea, and you just, to me, it's all about encouraging them. Whatever the idea is, I ran
agree with that.
I ran into a young man. He was like, "Hey man, I want to do HVAC." Cool, go do that. We in Florida, man. HVAC is year round around here.
Boy.
And
You
don't
ain't
don't let the AC go out during the summer because people willing to pay whatever to get that thing turned back on.
Yes.
So the reality is we have to encourage the youth. Would you agree? Like in your instance, what is something that we can do as men in our community to help, correct some of this?
Well, for one, you got to meet them where they are.
Oh yeah.
And so I definitely agree with that sentiment. You got to encourage them. You got to meet them where they are. And I oftentimes will remind adults like, bro, you was that age before too. You remember what you was doing at that age too now.
Man, listen.
Ma'am, you coming down a little hard now. I grew up with you. So I think that we got to meet them where they are. And really, yeah, encourage them from where they are. You know what I'm saying? And I never really struggled with that. You have some troubled youth that is going to require somebody who can really connect to them and empathize with them on a level that I may not be able to empathize with them on.
Oh, yeah.
And connect with them on.
Oh yeah.
So in essence, it's going to take a lot of men,
Yeah.
a lot of men from different backgrounds, a lot of men from different neighborhoods.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
going to take, you'll be surprised who you can learn from.
Oh yeah.
And I think that one of the keys to growth is being open to learn from anybody. Because anybody can teach you something.
Oh yeah.
But it's about being open. It's about being receptive, as that person. Because you got some people, some youth that not that receptive, But I always said something that you said earlier was like, everything starts at home, bro.
Mm-hmm.
School start at home. Church start at home. How you conduct and act yourself in the community. Everything start with principles that are taught at the house. So in essence, if you fix the house, you can fix the community. If you fix the community, you can fix the city, and go so on and so forth. That's always been my belief and my thoughts in that regard. But I do think that as men, it's going to take podcasts like this and other podcasts out there. When there's a platform, there's a space where men are having a conversation about life, about experiences, about their vulnerabilities, their weaknesses, their strengths, all these different things that, might resonate with somebody. Right.
That's right.
So I definitely agree with what you said. We got to encourage the youth, got to meet them where they are, but change starts at the house.
Definitely. So would you say then in that case that as men, we got to be aligned properly, regardless of whatever's going on in the community, we need to be in a good space.
Let me bring it back real quick.
Go ahead.
Let me bring it back real quick.
Go ahead. Do your
bring it
thing.
back real quick. All right, y'all. So, and I'm gonna get to that, but I do want to insert this in because you said it, and I'm just gonna provide a different level of context to it.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen great men come out of single family households. I've seen great men come out of foster homes. I've seen great men come out of some of the most unique situations. And I want to say this, men specifically that became fathers who didn't have one.
Mm-hmm.
And the tension that they hold is this is the drive. I never want my child to feel what I felt or experience what I experienced. And I'm telling you, those are some of the greatest fathers that walk this earth.
Oh, yeah.
So it's possible.
Very possible.
It's possible. Wherever you come from, if you have it in your heart, that drive, that desire to be the best you can be, it's possible. I just want to make sure I put that insert in there.
Well, thank you for putting that insert in there, man. I didn't know where you was going with it because we never know.
You never know, but
you never know with you.
But I have to show honor where it's due, man. Because I kind of touched on it a little bit that last time, and it's like, man, thank God for men who did it without the certain circumstances, without the resources, all those things.
100%.
Because they showed you, watch this, here go the hard part, that you ain't got no excuse.
Yeah. Ain't got none.
We can't, and that's why I think even in the last podcast, I'm thankful for this second one because I want to make sure that they know and we understand, we make sure they understand that when we present these things, we're not presenting excuses. We're just presenting experiences and giving you context to what can happen in life.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, none of us are with an excuse. We are without excuse, bro.
Completely.
You know why? Because God woke us up this morning.
Yes, sir. You got 24 hours to get it right.
Let's keep it real.
Oh, yeah.
But I know. What was your question again?
Listen, you good, brother.
What was the question again?
My
feet got hot. Well, hey, let's go.
So listen, we know how you get down. So
what
I was asking, so would you say that it's important, extremely important for men to be aligned properly in the right place mentally, physically, emotionally, to be able to help carry what we're supposed to carry for community? Because, man, listen, we're supposed to carry a totally different thing for community, bro. Like, let's be real. Like, we built different. We're supposed to be able to handle more. Like, when you think about what, like, community looks like when men are right, when men are aligned properly, when men are thinking the way we're supposed to be thinking, I mean, everything is so much better. And I'm not negating the importance of anybody else. This is just a conversation about what, our part too. And definitely when we're right and we're emotionally intelligent or we're coming at scenarios the proper way, parenting properly, being proper husbands, brothers, sisters, brothers, cousins, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what's your take on that?
So I'm trying to grasp exactly what you're asking though.
So good. So I'll clarify a different way. So would you say some of our society issues would be, I ain't gonna say eradicated because that's a little strong, but would be reduced?
Okay.
If we did what the heck we were supposed to do.
100%. Not 50, not 75, not 95, not 100.
Got you.
Because you said reduce. I'm like, all right. Eradicated? It's never going to be eradicated.
Never, unfortunately.
And I think we need the right people in place to help guide people to the right place. Let me make it make sense, because it's almost like you don't need to be plugged in with everybody now. You got some men that can be saying, hey, we're a safe place over here, and we welcome men, and you know what? It becomes some toxic masculinity type stuff that they teaching over here.
Oh yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're saying.
So we got to be mindful about where we're leading and where we're guiding them. But I do believe that I believe personally there's people who can offer you encouragement and advice who don't have their life together.
I agree.
There's people that can give you wisdom and guidance that they not even utilizing, but it's good.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't rule every man out, but I do think we got to be wise about, where we're putting and leading some of our youth to.
Gotcha.
But to answer the question for sure, 100%. I think a lot of things come down to leadership, and there's things that are God-given and put in us that we can't shake no matter how much we try to shake it. It's embedded in us. It's who we were created and wired to be. And that's why, let's keep it real, when a man is not in the best financial position, he off.
Oh, yeah.
Things ain't right within himself.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's in us to be a provider.
Yes, sir.
You understand what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're saying.
If it's in us to be leaders and protectors and things of that nature, and everybody does it differently, but we can't shake what's in us, bro.
Not at all.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that sometimes we will create our own identity to try to stifle and suppress who we really are to keep us from being responsible men. Come on now,
brother. That's good.
You understand what I'm saying? To keep us from walking in that God-given authority and leadership, we got to create somebody totally different that's opposite from how God wired us to be able to sustain this life that comes with drugs, alcohol. Y'all know the stuff that come with that.
You already know.
All those things that suppress our identity so that we can be comfortable walking in this identity that's keeping us from walking in that God-given responsibility and authority that God put in us.
That's good, brother. Just sounds like a big old excuse and a reason for you not to want to do what you're supposed to be doing. And I mean, it's really easy to make excuses and not do what it is we're supposed to be doing. It's really hard to commit to something that takes effort, energy, and emotions. And when you're talking about protecting, providing, leading,
having a family,
you gotta be intentional about those things.
But and here's the thing about it, and my heart go to men because my mind can't even understand it. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, how do you not? You good with that? You good with your family being in that position and you ain't doing nothing to try to change it?
Man, come on.
You can lay your head down at night with a child in this world and not even care? You understand what I'm saying?
No, exactly.
Like, bro, my mind don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not throwing rocks. I'm not judging anybody, bro. But this is a reality.
It's a real reality.
This is a reality that we're dealing with in society.
Oh, yeah. And some men got time to get it right, man. Like, the reality is this, man. Listen, for the fathers that ain't doing what they're supposed to be doing, man, get right.
Yeah.
Get it
it's
right.
Not too late, man.
I have friends and family members, man, that anytime I get a chance, man, I talk to them, especially if the dynamics around the mother of their child and their child is off. I'm always like, hey, man, you need to connect with them. You need to do this. Find a way to get a connection. You never know. And man, from talking to people that didn't have their father in their life, it's sad. It's heartbreaking. Those folks are missing something, man. And then 9 times out of 10, the father's sitting there broken and not even expressing that he's broken by not having his kids there. That's the dynamic in the side that people don't even see. Like, the father suppressing whatever he's suppressing, not even acknowledging how he's feeling, and everybody hurting, nobody winning. The mother not winning because she overwhelmed. The kid not winning because they missing a whole separate side of things they need. They need the answers to the test, and they got half the sheet of paper ripped out. Come on, man.
Come on, bro.
I can be passionate about this, and I know because I'm a father, and I can never fathom that, and I don't ever want to judge nobody because everybody's circumstances is different.
Absolutely.
But do whatever you got to do to get it right.
Yeah.
That's what I tell anybody, man. Do whatever you got to do to get it right. If you got to go to the courts, if you got to just swallow your pride, if you got to turn the other cheek, whatever you got to do to get it right, there's not anything more important in this world to me than my spouse and my kids. Sorry.
As it should.
People. I'm not talking about spirituality right now. I'm just referring to people. So whatever I can do to make sure that those relationships are good, because guess what? I'm not perfect. I sometimes offend those people. I sometimes harm those people with things I say or things I do. You've got to do whatever you can to make it right, get it right,
Gotta be present.
acknowledge it. You got to be present.
Got to be present to get it right.
You got to be present. And that's the reality. So fathers, man, listen, fathers, I'm talking to y'all.
Talk
I
to
hope
'em, bro.
I hope some of y'all seeing this and paying attention. Listen, I just need y'all to be intentional about what you're doing with your family. If you have a family, if you've got children, connect. Make a connection. It's never too late.
Never too late, bro.
Ever. I have this young man I mentor. Him and his father's relationship is very, very off, and it's been off for a while. His father has a lot of kids. And anytime I talk to him, we talk about his life, and then I'm like, hey, man, you talk to your pops? Okay, you talk to him? All right, you didn't talk to him? Are you telling him happy birthday? Like, sometimes when you become an adult, it takes the kid to come back around and to let that father know that the love is still there. Because guess what?
You right there.
Because,
you right there now.
because guess what?
You right there, boy.
Sometimes, man, they dealing with their own regret.
You right there.
They're dealing with their own hurt.
Yes, sir.
They're dealing with their own stuff, and they can't even get out the way to be able to form a relationship because they're embarrassed.
Yes, sir.
Because they're like, man, I wasn't here, man. You know, no, that's. And instead of taking that approach, you need to go on and go through whatever fire, whatever pain, whatever things that you're gonna experience with that child, because you're gonna experience some stuff. That
Facts.
child may lash out. That may be like, hey, why was you never there?
Yeah.
You're gonna have to face that thing head on.
I'm gonna have to.
But guess what? What come out on the other side gonna be beautiful. Because, man, that's a part of you. It's gonna love you. Simple as that. Eventually the love gonna come.
You right there. You right there, boy.
You know what I mean?
You right
so
there.
listen, I'm just passionate about this.
Yep.
I know that there's a lot of people out there that's missing wonderful people in their life. Despite what their fathers may have done, their mothers may have done. I know there's a lot of people that's missing a huge portion of themselves.
Yes.
And their identity. We talk about identity, right?
Yes.
How do you know who you are if you're missing a whole piece,
Boy.
a 50% piece?
Sir, the reason why I kept saying you right there because you right there.
Yeah.
And I was going to speak exactly on that because I can speak firsthand from that perspective.
Yes, you can.
You know, and the thing we got to understand is, as you mentioned, I'll start out by saying, be careful, because if you don't forgive, you'll become who hurt you.
Mm-hmm.
And
Amen.
that piece of you will always be with you. That level of pain, anger, resentment, bitterness, frustration that you feel towards that parent, that father, is always going to be turned in towards yourself. So you're going to always dislike and hate a piece of you.
Mm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Man, listen.
So until you choose to forgive, you're always going to hate a part of yourself, because I see it all the time. And that's why we see generational cycles of the same thing being repeated throughout families and generations, because there was a father that wasn't there, that wasn't a great father, then it happens to the next one. It just go on, so on and so forth. And you got all this anger and unforgiveness and pain and resentment. But the thing about it is, it's possible. And not to go too deep into it, because we can stay here for a long time.
Yes, we can.
But I do want to draw emphasis to the fact that if you have a parent out there that you're struggling with forgiving, I have to give you a perspective that I can embrace and feel comfortable enough with even sharing.
Mm-hmm.
If God is sovereign and he does not make any mistakes, if you hold that to be true, if we hold that to be true, if you got a different belief, so be it. But if God is sovereign and God is true and he doesn't make mistakes, why do you think he made a mistake when he gave you the parents he gave you?
Mm.
He didn't make a mistake then. Your parents that was chosen for you were chosen for you for a purpose, for a reason, more than you can fathom. I'm telling you.
Mm.
But we have to get to that place of forgiveness. Watch this. To see why he chose them. Until we choose to forgive, here it is, you will miss out on a whole part of life
Yes, sir.
that you would have never seen
Would have never
unless
seen.
you chose to forgive. And here's the thing. If you are the child, you might be the one that has to take that first step. Because it's almost like this. It's not about, at this point, especially in adulthood, it's no longer about who's right and who's wrong. It's about what can God do with the situation.
Yes, sir.
Because the thing about it is when God is intervening and he steps in that situation, you're moving at his power. And it's a totally different thing because it's not about most children that's on that side of it. Like, they hurt me. They left me. They rejected me. And even if the parent told you why they did it, it still don't heal you.
Nope.
Even if they explain all the details of why they weren't there, it doesn't make up for all the years of pain and brokenness and disappointment. It doesn't.
Not at all.
But choosing to forgive does.
Yes, sir.
Choosing to forgive. I'm telling you this firsthand, y'all.
Oh, my goodness.
I will forever speak about this because this was my life. And guess what? Me and my father have a phenomenal relationship now.
Phenomenal relationship.
He coming on the podcast too, by the way.
Shout out to Pops, man. I saw him at the grocery store the other day.
You see what I'm saying? But I wanted to make sure I told y'all that we are now reconciled and we have a great relationship because all we have is what we have left. We can't get back what we lost.
Can't get back none of it.
And the thing about it is, bro, that's my father.
Oh, yeah.
I was an adult. It don't matter how old you get, bro. That's still your father. Mm-hmm. And when that father speaks to you and speaks into your life and speaks, I'm telling you, it still has the impact on you that it would have had when you was 2 years old, 3 years old, 5 years old.
Man, preach.
That same voice from your father now.
Oh, yeah.
Can still add value to your life. If that possibility is there. I know everybody's situation is different.
Definitely.
But understand, and I'll leave with this, it's possible, man. Even if you have to take that step first, even if you have to take initiating it and things not happening as quick as you want them to.
Oh, yeah.
But you got to keep sowing and keep sowing love. And I know it's like, I did that before, Tarian, and it hurt. And I understand that too. I want you to be well. I think that's the main thing.
Oh, yeah.
I want you to be healed. I want you to be well. And the beautiful part about it is, because I went too long, y'all can play the piano on me now.
You good. No, this good, bro. Hey, listen, ain't no time limits on that realness.
But the beauty of it is that our healing, our restoration is not tied to an apology. It's not tied to them saying that they're sorry. It's not tied to none of that. Because here's the reality. There's some people, they may never say sorry.
That's right.
They may never say, I'm sorry that I wasn't there. They may never give you that.
Oh, this is good, man.
But God will give you what you need in this life. God will put people in places and positions to help you. When you open your heart up to him and to love, God will bring men that come in as father figures to help mold you and shape you because God is only holding you accountable to what you have. Hear me. If that father never stepped foot in your life ever again, you have everyone and everything you need. All right. I get passionate about that, bro.
Listen, man, that's okay though.
I get passionate about that.
Listen, it's interesting because we have kind of a different type of balance of those experiences, but I've lived enough life now as a child. I didn't understand those dynamics as much, but I lived enough life as an adult where I've seen it, and I've seen the impact of it, and I've seen the impact of people not utilizing that forgiveness like you talk about. So I mean, the biggest thing that, obviously, we want everybody healed.
Yes.
And everybody in a place where they operate in at as close to optimum as possible. Life be lifing, and we know that.
Yeah.
So we know things gonna happen, but you can't be bringing the baggage that you ain't meant to carry all throughout your life. That's really what I want to say.
Mm.
Like the baggage of missing a parent in your household as a 40-year-old man, I'd be so far behind if I was still carrying that baggage and carrying that unforgiveness and carrying something I wasn't meant to carry because I was a kid. I wasn't the cause of this, as an example. So for a lot of people, I think they've got to get beyond that.
Mhm.
Forgive yourself.
Amen.
Forgive yourself. Forgive that person, whoever it is that might have wronged you.
Yeah.
And then if you can, if that person is still alive, try to establish some sort of relationship, whatever it look like.
Mm-hmm.
It don't take much, man. Happy Father's Day. Happy birthday. Thinking about you. I can tell you from what you said, I mean, it was powerful because you're like, hey, you're not going to always get the response you're looking for in the time you expected it in. Sometimes that person got to work through whatever they're going through first
Absolutely.
to meet you where you at. You might have done the work that they ain't done yet. Could you imagine 30, 40-year-old person dealing with whatever healing need to be done and they don't healed? Now fast forward yourself 30 more years and you didn't heal and you 60 years old or whatever, your parent. How long you think it's going to take for them to come around and heal? They got much more sludge to get off of them.
Absolutely.
Much more stuff to get off of them. So the reality is this, like, we've got to be patient and trust that if we believe in for something to be rectified and reconciled and fixed, we got to believe it.
But you know the crazy part about it though, bro?
Oh yeah, I'm listening.
The crazy part about it is that we can sometimes make the assumption of this better outcome if they were there.
Come on.
What if the best outcome for you was them not there?
Wow.
Think about that.
Huh.
Most people that struggle in this area is because they hold this narrative of my life would have had a better outcome, but that's not always the case.
Wow.
Because for some people, bro, and I'm not even, and I've sat down with people, it's like, bro, your father was a womanizer. Your father was doing a lot of stuff he wasn't supposed to be doing in that time frame. I don't know if it was a good thing if he did raise you.
Wow.
Because look at the man you are today.
Oh my goodness.
We assume that our life would have came out to a better outcome. But I say this, bro, I wouldn't be who I am today. I needed what I needed.
Oh yeah.
I needed what I needed to get me into to do everything that God has called me to do.
Mm-hmm.
I needed it.
Yeah.
And people need to understand that. Let's eradicate that narrative out of our minds to assume that, man, my life would have been so much better. I'm thinking about women even in this scenario too, right? You know, it's like my life would have been so much better if I had my father, but you really don't know that.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're saying.
So man, I encourage you in this area, man, and I really I do pray. I pray for anybody that's going through similar situations, man. But I wanted to make sure I added that in there.
Well, thank you for adding that in there. I think for a lot of people, man, we got to get to a point, you know, when we hit adulthood where, you know, we take the reins and control our own destiny. It's that simple. I think that's the biggest thing. Remove those excuses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that person wasn't there, or this person was this or that. But we've got to be able to realize and look at it and be like, hey, God put me in charge of this life. I'm in control of this life. I need to make whatever outcome, whatever purpose that he has in my life come to pass.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. It's that simple to me. And when you start thinking in those terms and you taking all the excuses out off the table, you're going to hit your target wherever you're trying to get. Whether it be you want to be a preacher, whether you want to be a lawyer, doctor, whatever, it's going to come with some personal accountability and some self-reflection, saying, you know what, this wasn't this way, but guess what, I can still make it happen. Guess what, this outcome can still present itself. I think for a lot of people, I think it's really tough to get past that stage. Once you get past that stage where you're like, all right, it's on me now.
Mm-hmm.
It's a beautiful thing. I've seen some of those people where that light bulb finally go off and they like, oh, it's on me. Hold on, wait a minute. This ain't an excuse no more. I'm past that.
Boy.
Man, them people
That light bulb, boy.
them people go to the moon.
What?
I don't have conversations with people. You know, I'm pretty deep with just about everybody I interact with on a regular basis. I'm blessed to be able to have, you know, really deep, intimate conversations with my loved ones that I'm close to and be able to talk to them about just about anything.
You said something earlier too, and I think it's gonna tie to what I'm thinking about.
Go ahead, brother.
Men looking at this podcast right now, and even women, but specifically men right here. I want to speak in terms of brothers, uncles, grandfathers. I say it all of them. That's all of them. I'm saying this for a reason because, like I said, you always have what you need. And a lot of my life and the change that came with it can be tied and tethered to an uncle that stepped up.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna say it right here on the pod. Like, there's some areas I need to do better in as an uncle. You know, I think more so when it comes down to spiritual formation.
Mm-hmm.
I got a nephew and I got a niece. My other niece is a bit older now, but my nephew and my niece, I'm like, I really need to start doing like some Bible study or something with them. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Brother.
God will put stuff like that on your heart. It's like, if God putting something like that on my heart, it's for a reason.
Oh, yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And it goes back to what you said. It takes all of us, bro.
Community.
So if you're not a father and you're not walking in that role, don't think you're not a leader. Don't think that people are not looking to you. Don't think that people are not looking to you for that help, that encouragement, and that guidance. As a man, I'm telling you, they looking at you.
Oh, yeah.
So I want to ask you this question. How important is that spiritual foundation in the household from a man's perspective?
Man, it's paramount, man.
Okay, I'm listening.
It's paramount. I think, you know, in biblical terms, man, it's, you know, God gives the message to the man covers the family.
Mm-hmm.
I would say it's super paramount because what happens is 9 times out of 10, if the man is right spiritually, that house lined up.
Yeah.
100%. Everybody walking on the same accord, walking at the same pace, on the same type of time, equally yoked. It's important.
Mm-hmm.
It's that simple. It's important. You have to have, I mean, I can't speak for everybody, man. Certain people have whatever belief system they grew up in.
For sure.
That's on them.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm not speaking on that. I'm speaking from my perspective, growing up, how I grew up. And the reality is, man, it's important for that man to also be participating in church so that the kids can see. They need to see that. Simple as that. The kids need to know that their father is spiritual, that he goes to church, that he prays, that he talks to God. All those things. I mean, it's important for your kids to see that. You know, and you can't put a price on what your kids are paying attention to because they're watching.
Mm-hmm.
They looking all day.
Now, let me say
Go
this,
ahead, brother.
There is a dynamic and attention that you got to be able to hold though in that space, because it's like, and you're absolutely right in everything you said, but I do think that your influence and your leadership is shown more so in daily life.
Yeah.
And I want to make sure I say this for certain people.
Oh yeah.
Then you can go out there and preach the word.
Oh yeah.
But if my life don't look like what I'm doing on Sunday, that can create some issues.
Oh yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, it's the
on
work.
the perception of how they see church, how they see Christian people.
Oh yeah.
This is a narrative that a lot of people that grew up in church have sometimes. It's like you see, you know, this congregation praising this pastor, and you know how he hugging the people and kissing babies here, but at the house, bro, you causing hell, you terror at the house.
Mm-hmm.
You see that issue there?
Oh yeah.
You know, so I think it's very important that that you make sure that you have integrity.
Yeah.
And the same person that you are here, you are there.
All day. No, I agree 1,000% with you. Great way to put it. Because like I said before, man, your kids are watching. They're paying attention. The math got a math.
I do got a question for you though.
Man, go ahead,
But
brother.
I'm gonna lead it off, but I want to ask you this.
Go
I
ahead.
do want to ask you this.
Go ahead, bro.
Because-
I don't know where you're going, so this is gonna be interesting. I
So-
got no clue.
I will forever have a great love and deep respect for single mothers doing absolutely positively everything that they can do to raise their child or children. Nobody can take that from me. That's what I come from. So I know the significance there. However, I can say there was a difference when mom was there and then when there was a male presence in the household, when there was male authority in the household. And I'm saying this for a reason because I remember myself personally. It just for me, there was things I felt like I can get away with my mother that I knew wouldn't even think about, wasn't gonna try to do with my stepfather at the time.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
I know exactly what
So
you're saying.
have you ever had that experience growing up where the male presence had just more authority to it, or how you feel about that?
Yeah, man, like definitely 100%. I only remember getting like 3 whoopings from my dad growing up. That's how
God,
that's how pivotal they were. He didn't have to whoop us a whole lot. He usually would talk to you, and that talk was gonna suffice because it was usually pretty stern.
I thought you would have got more than 3 though.
Nah, man, I only got about 3, man. Pops can clarify that. I'll have to ask him later on, but I'm pretty sure it's 3. And if I get fact
I know
checked,
you
I'll
got-
come on the
you
next
got-
podcast.
When Mr. McKenzie had told on you, you got whooped then, didn't you?
You taking it back?
I know.
Yes, I got.
All
a
right,
whooping.
that's one.
Yes,
then.
that's
Okay,
one.
I remember that one.
Listen, we'll go down that road. If you want to go down that road, we'll definitely go down that road. But I remember about 3
Yeah.
growing up in my lifetime. But I say that because he didn't have to, like, there was no need for him to give us a whooping. He would say something, and you better be on it.
Oh,
I mean, you
yeah,
remember,
boy.
you remember the saying, business before? I ain't
Yeah.
gonna say the rest. You
Yeah,
know?
Yeah.
So, like, it was always, hey, man, what you doing? Get to it. Stay focused. And it's interesting because, like, as a kid, it's so hard to do those things.
Mhm.
As an adult, it becomes so easy for me to do those things because those things are just like right there ingrained in my head.
Correct.
So again, man, those seeds, man, like, and it's a beautiful thing as a man to be able to go and have those conversations and be able to get some insight and be able to talk to him about things that he's experienced. I think there's a 23-year age gap. So he's experienced a part of my life that I'm currently experiencing now in a similar manner. So I'll talk to him about things that I'm experiencing, whether it be being a father, a husband, whatever.
Mhm.
And he provides insight where I'm like, man, thank God for this. And it's a blessing to be able to appreciate it now as a man and be able to be receptive to it. That's the thing about it. Like, as men, we got to be able to be receptive to criticism.
Better.
We got to be able to be receptive to people giving us advice.
Yep.
Telling us, hey, man, I probably wouldn't do it that way. You probably need to do it this way. We've got to put that pride and that ego aside. That's it. I don't have a whole lot of that. I don't have a ton of pride and ego because like you said earlier, you can learn from anybody.
Yeah.
I learn from all type of people every day, all day.
Boy, I'm telling you, it's a beautiful thing.
Yes.
It really is. But when I thought about that, you don't even know this happened. But when I end up moving in, I had to be about 16, 17 or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Like, academically, I wasn't even really worried about academics like that. I'm just telling it's my truth. I'm telling y'all the truth now.
That didn't fly in that house.
But I got put in an atmosphere.
That didn't fly in that house.
Listen, I stood right there in front of that front door and said, I gotta graduate. I was like, it ain't no ifs, ands, no buts about it. Like, I have to graduate.
Oh my God.
I said, I'm not, that's when I said, I'm not playing football. I'm not focused on academics and, but I say that to say, when you have the right atmosphere that's conducive for success, you can produce success. Even as a single mother, I'm thinking about this. It's almost like it's human nature for us to do what we can get away with.
Yeah.
If we can get away with it, that's human nature. You ain't got to be good or evil. It's human nature. I'm telling you now.
Oh yeah.
If you can get away with it, if you don't have a lot of integrity, care about yourself, you gonna do it.
Mm.
So if the household is running at that standard, you can produce success, man.
Yeah.
Even if it's a single parent household.
Yeah.
It might be harder.
Oh yeah.
But it's possible. People need to hear that. You know what I'm
They
saying?
definitely need to hear that.
But if they're in an atmosphere where nobody really care about academics like that, this person didn't even graduate high school. I'm just saying, like, these kind of things matter when it comes down to formation and the expectations that's set for the youth and these children growing up.
Oh yeah, you weren't coming in that house and not graduating, bro.
Boy,
That's that.
I said I got to graduate.
Yeah. He was pretty serious about that. But hey, man,
Sir, what else I was gonna do? Sir, there was no you walking across that stage and me not walking across it.
Not at all. You'd have looked pretty bad.
But but there was an atmosphere where I ain't have to worry about where my next meal was coming from.
Yeah.
I didn't have to worry about different things that a child shouldn't be worried about.
You're right.
When you're in an atmosphere where all you have to do is be a child and focus, or a teenager, whatever you are, and focus on the thing you're supposed to focus on, you're gonna see success, man.
Yeah. I mean,
you're gonna see success.
I mean, that's good. That's real good. How do you think what do you think is the most important step? Let me rephrase this.
Okay.
To get past and move towards a place of healing for men. Speak on men and the hurts and the things we dealing with. What do you think is that? Like, because somebody gonna be watching this. Somebody gonna pop, turn it on, listen, watch, catch a clip. What do you think is the most important thing to start with if you're going towards trying to be healed as a man?
Can I get a little bit more context here? From what place am I in, though?
Bro,
you know what I'm saying?
Bro, you broken. You broken. And you acknowledge that you're broken.
Okay.
So
I'm about to say the first step is admitting.
So you acknowledge that you're broken.
Acknowledging.
You know you're broken now.
Admitting that I'm hurting.
Yeah.
Admitting that hurt broken. Me. Admitting that wounded me.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Whatever it is.
Bro, you got to be able to point to root issues too.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
I think it's critically important that you understand who hurt you first.
Yeah.
Because you can be wounded here. You see what I'm saying? And everything else is just afflicting that wound as life went on.
Yes, sir. I get what you're saying.
And most times, those wounds are parental. The biggest wounds are parental, bro.
Almost always.
But like I said, I guess it depends on where you are. But you said it. You answered the question. You got to acknowledge the fact that you're hurting. You have to acknowledge the fact that you're hurting, and you need to accept the fact that you need help. And you got to come to terms with, like, it's okay that I need help. Like, there's nothing wrong with it.
Yes, sir.
There's nothing wrong with the fact that, hey, you're hurting, you're broken. I know as a man, I'm going to be very brief here, but a lot of men that are out there messing around with different women and hurting these women and that's just a broken man, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I don't care what you tell me. I'm telling you what it is. I was that man before too, so I know. A man that's out there, doing these things and hurting women and got all kinds of stuff going on. I'm not going into detail, but you know what motion I'm talking about.
I know exactly which motion you're talking about.
That type of man is hurting.
Mm-hmm.
That type of man is probably broken in some area. I don't care how much money he got. I don't care how much popularity he got. He's broken in some area. You know why? Because he don't have enough value in himself. He don't have enough value in himself.
Oh, yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Get into the root.
To not have some kind of exclusivity to himself.
Yeah.
Like, you for everybody? Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
When you find that self-worth and value, even as a man, because I know how we was raised now. I know the talks that the men was giving us coming up.
Oh, yeah.
I know that this goes back to what we were saying earlier.
Yeah.
We've had men, and this, I don't know if it's still going or not, but they will pass on their levels of brokenness on to the next, to us.
Oh, come on now.
They'll make us think, oh, Why you ain't got you got one girlfriend? You only got one? Telling a child that? Telling a teenager that? You think that ain't damaging? You think that ain't impacting them? You know, so at the end of the day, we got to be very careful with the wisdom. I wouldn't call it wisdom, but the advice, and the stuff that we see happening around us all the time. And it goes back to what I said before, and even tied into your question. You and we are going to have to unlearn a lot of stuff that's been passed on to us, taught to us.
Back to part one.
All these blanket statements. Women are this. Yeah. Women gonna do you. If you ain't got this, a woman gonna really. Man,
come on.
All these different things gotta be ceased and stopped ASAP, or we gonna continue to have my phone ringing on the pod. But we all right. I gotta. Y'all all right. Anyway. Hey, I told y'all we was gonna be real when it started out. His phone rung early. He tried to sneak off and do it. But I told y'all. Anyway. I'm about to put this on. Hold on. This is going on. Do not disturb mode.
Man, shout out to the young people that don't know tech.
but in all seriousness, that's what I felt, man, is we gotta acknowledge it, bro. We gotta acknowledge it. We gotta see who hurt us, where we hurting that, you know, and I pray that you got somebody to come to and just get it all out and talk to and vent to and things of that nature. But, you know, none of us are damaged beyond repair, bro.
God, yeah.
None of us are broken beyond
you are right.
being able to be restored. You understand? Because even if you broken, watch this, God will build you back better than you were.
Man, you ain't lying.
So once again, we are without an excuse, man. You know, but I'm thankful for you asking that question, then.
Yes, sir.
And like I said, a lot of people, men specifically, man, we'll drown that out. We'll suppress it. Yeah. You know, and we'll just stay in that pain or whatever it is that we don't want to face by doing this, that, and the other. I'm not saying it on the pod, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. And it just grows out of proportion. So what's something you want to lead the people with? You know, as we get ready to wrap part 2, what's something you want to lead the people with?
I don't know. We talked a lot about forgiveness in this episode too. Yeah,
big time.
What I want to lead the people with is that it's possible to change your life. My perspective is definitely going to be from perspective that I can hold to be true, which is you're not doing it without God. And that's just me. I'm not pushing that on nobody. I'm just saying that in my own perspective, in my journey, you're not doing it without God. Why? Because you're going to have healing, and you're going to have the right perspective to see your way through life in these experiences. And that's what a lot of people lack, is the right perspective, meaning that we can be looking at the same thing, but we can see it 2 different ways.
Yeah, come on.
And only God can give you that perspective of health and wealth and wellness and abundance and goodness. And here's the thing. At the end of the day, when you tap in with God, that is your father. That is the good father. That is the one who loved you more than anybody who ever can love you, anybody who created you. He's the good father. So everything that you need is in him, you know. But like I said, if that's not your belief system, I can't really speak on that. I've learned to be quiet when it comes to certain things. But if you are a believer in God and you believe in the significance of when we talk about things like community, or we talk about groups, I want you to hear this, because some people might assume it's going to cost money. Some people think that they got to go to the best coaches and therapy and all that. And as I said before, sometimes those things are not a possibility. Just financially, you can't do it.
Yeah. But
you got some great churches out here, man.
Yes, sir.
You got some great churches out there that got communities that will bring you in and help you as a man, who will give you some examples for you to see what it looks like to operate as a man of God. what it looks like to lead a family, what it looks like to love and serve. These examples are in place, but as men, we got to pursue it.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to say that again.
Yeah.
What you're looking for is not coming to find you.
Nope.
Go pursue it.
There we go. Man, we're going to wrap on that, man, bro. Bro done took us on home, gave us the benediction.
You look like you fading over there. You good to go, bro?
I'm good to go, brother. I'm just in the spirit, man.
Yeah.
Man, we've been
this
blessed.
was a
blessed
very
to have this
healthy conversation, brother.
Been blessed to have this conversation for sure.
Yeah, it was some stuff I had in my notes. I don't know if I got to them, but I say that to say, man.
Man, you ain't gonna get to them notes, man. That's how it is.
If I say it, so let me say this and then we'll get them out. Y'all good with that? All right, here we go. As a man, like I said, man, definitely get God in your life ASAP and work. Work on a job. You do whatever you have to do. I'm going to say this again. As a man, you do whatever it takes, whatever you have to do to take care of yourself, to take care of your family and those who are dependent upon you. And if you're in a relationship and the woman doesn't honor that, don't respect that, that's a problem, but I'm not going there. But if you're doing everything you're supposed to do as a man in this society, then I can assure you of this, whether that's working on a job, building your dream on the side, entrepreneur endeavors, all of those things, man, you are without an excuse. You know why? God woke you up today.
Yes, sir.
And you can start today. Man, that was the Win with Words podcast, man. We are wrapped up, man. We will see y'all in the next episode.
Let's get
Love and blessings.
Peace.
Gone.
We're going to get about three good takes of you not being ready.
I don't know. We're getting better.
I think we tighten up. We'll see what happens. Let's see what happens. Oh, God. I don't like my angle, though, when I go to look at you. I'm like, oh, awkward.
All right, then do what you were doing then, bro.
I'm good.
Run it. We're going to run it, bro. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
What's... That was bad.
You got the hardest job, though. You try to get serious.
I'm
Here
good.
you go. Yeah, you good. You try to get serious. Here
My
you
lips
go.
good?
Yeah, your hat clean.
All right, everything good? You good?
I'm ready to rock, bro. Let's get it.
You already know my co-host right here beside of me.
You already know, man. Reggie.
I said aside of me. I'm gonna do it again.
See what happened. I'm always bad. It's the audio.
That's I'm glad. No, it wasn't.
Yeah, exactly.
It's on now. Boy, that's why I'm glad I got you in my life.
Hey,
boy.
listen, you already know. I'm like, wait a minute. Audio ain't get turned on.